is the biggest shipment of shabu na nahuli natin. But not one person died.
Nung nakaraang araw, tinanong si PBBM ano na ang relasyon niya sa Duterte. Ang sabi niya, it's complicated.
You describe your relationship with the Duterte family currently, and how would you reconcile your continued allyship with the Vice President and her family's vocal disdain for your policy?
It's complicated.
Unti-unti na kasi talagang lumalabas kung ano ba yung kanilang relasyon. May mga pagkakataon talaga kasi na pinapakita na ni PBBM na hindi niya sinusunod yung ibang mga naging polisiya at patakaran ng dating administrasyon. Tulad itong pagpapakita ng pagprotesta sa mga ginagawa ng China. Yung sinasabing secret deal with China. Di umano ni dating Pangulong Duterte, paiimbestigahan niya.
Last week, you said that you were horrified at the prospect of a gentleman's agreement between former President Duterte and China.
Wouldn't you be? Wouldn't you be?
Of course.
I think we all should, right?
Mm-hmm. And you said as well, Mr. President, that he should be held accountable. And since then, experts have said that any such agreement compromising PH sovereignty or territory would be a violation of not just the 2016 arbitral ruling, but Philippine law. So my question for you, sir, is how do you intend to hold former President Duterte accountable? Are there any actions being taken on this front?
Well, we still have to find out what it is all about. We cannot. I've tried to get in touch with former officials of the previous administration who could possibly have been involved in these discussions, and I have to tell you, I haven't gotten a straight answer out of anyone. Now, one party says, one person says there's no agreement. Another person says no, there was talk, but it's only status quo. No, there was. And another one will say there was an agreement. So I'll go back to the three questions that I asked when this subject came up. Number one, the first question I want answered is, was there an agreement in fact? I think by now we can see that in fact there was a secret agreement, and what verifies that, and what I think for me at least convinces me that there was in fact a secret agreement is the insistence of the Chinese government that there was a secret agreement. I do not think the Chinese government, I don't think Beijing will just make up and just out of nowhere say there was a secret agreement when there was no such thing. All right, so I think, to my mind, that is sufficient to me to prove to me that there was such an agreement. The second question I need answered is, what is contained in that secret agreement? What did we agree to? And why did we agree to that? What exactly is it that we compromised? Number two. Number three, and this is a critical question, why did you keep it secret? Why is there not one single document that contains that agreement? Why is there not one shred of evidence that can show that this agreement exists? Why, when we the transition period between the previous administration to this administration, did no one mention a secret agreement? Why was it kept secret? These are very simple questions, but I'm finding a great deal of difficulty finding answers for them, because I hear one thing and another thing and another thing and another thing. And it's all very maraming palusot. In other words, I don't know how to translate that in English, but maraming palusot.
Let me add a fourth question to that, Mr. President. What happens if you find out that there might be a legal liability on the part of former President?
I cannot see how there could possibly be a legal liability. There is no evidence of any agreement.
Okay.
Is there a document that is signed? I'd love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it does not affect the Philippines. And if there is, I've said that before, when this first came up a few months ago, and it turns out that the Chinese are insisting that there's a secret agreement, and perhaps there is. And I said, I don't know anything about the secret agreement. Should there be such a secret agreement, I am now rescinding it. So I've rescinded it, if indeed it exists. We are so far from getting to the truth, to the nub of the thing. We are so far away from it yet that it's very hard to give a reaction to those questions. Let's get those three questions answered. We've answered the first one. Now, what is contained in that secret agreement, and why was it kept secret? Those are the two questions left. Once we get those three answers, real answers, then we will know what to do.
Itong pinaka-latest. Ang pagsasabi niya na maaaring mahuli ang mga iligal na droga at sugpuin ang pagdami ng iligal na droga sa bansa nang hindi kinakailangang pumatay. Hindi kinakailangang maging bayolente. Samantalang nung panahon, dati ni Pangulong Duterte, yan ang panglaban niya.
Do not destroy my country because I will kill you. Do not destroy the youth of the land, our children, because I will kill you.
So dito, ayon sa balita, biggest shabu bust ever na hindi kailangang gumamit ng karahasan.
Walang namatay, walang nagputukan, walang nasaktan. Basta't inoperate natin ng dahan-dahan, yun naman dapat ang approach. Para sa akin, yun dapat ang approach sa drug war. Na ang pinaka-importante is matigil natin ang pag-ship ng mga drugs dito sa pagpasok sa Pilipinas. Pero the one thing that's clear, pinasok ito, hindi ito galing dito sa Pilipinas. Hindi ito linuto dito sa Pilipinas, galing ito sa labas. This is the approach that we are taking to the drug war. Ang ating ginagawa, we take apart, binabaklas natin yung mga sindikato, kahit sino man. Ang nakita natin may kasabwat dito sa drug trade. Kahit sino man, kahit politiko ba na powerful politician o police o kung sino man, talagang iniimbestigahan natin.
Hindi ba napapahiya rito?
Ay, walang nagputukan, walang nasaktan. Basta't inoperate natin ng dahan-dahan, yun naman dapat ang approach. Para sa akin, yun dapat ang approach sa drug war. Na ang pinaka-importante is matigil natin ang pag-ship ng mga drugs dito sa pagpasok sa Pilipinas. Pero the one thing that's clear, pinasok ito, hindi ito galing dito sa Pilipinas. Hindi ito linuto dito sa Pilipinas, galing ito sa labas. This is the approach that we are taking to the drug war. Ang ating ginagawa, we take apart, binabaklas natin yung mga sindikato, kahit sino man. Ang nakita natin may kasabwat dito sa drug trade. Kahit sino man, kahit politiko ba na powerful politician o police o kung sino man, talagang iniimbestigahan natin.
Hindi ba napapahiya rito ang dating Pangulong Duterte? Dahil ang kanyang paniniwala ay hindi pinaniniwalaan ni Pangulong Marcos. Yung style niyang tokhang, yung war on drugs niya, hindi yun pinaniniwalaan ni PBBM. Ang sabi niya, kahit matataas na politiko, policeman yan, dapat maimbestigahan. Sana nga, yun lang ang dasal natin, sana matupad itong sinasabi ni PBBM. Dahil nung panahon ni dating Pangulong Duterte, yung mga sinasabing malakihang shabu bust, biglang nawawala. Ano na kaya nangyari? Yung mga nahuli sa Bureau of Customs na panahon ni Paeldon at La Peña.
There was a point made by Senator Lacson. We invited your Mr. Hilario. He's in charge of this monitoring system. Where is he?
Since we suspended him, we failed to contact him. He's out of the bureau. We cannot locate him until today. So we tried to extend the invitation of the Senate for his appearance today, but he's nowhere to be found, Your Honor. I will take full responsibility to every pound or kilo or ounce of Cebu that comes into the country, effective my assumption in July 1 up to today. All those CEOs that we have apprehended and failed to apprehend is my responsibility. I will take full responsibility to all the actions and inactions of every employee of the Bureau.
Ang lumabas doon sa aming pagtitimbang, reweighing doon sa apat na magnetic detector sa GMA, lumabas doon is 1,618.8 kilos. Kung i-multiply mo yon ng 6.8 million bawat kilo, it will turn out to become 11 billion worth of illegal drugs. So yung aking estimate doon sa una na 6.8 billion, maliit pa pala yun. Kung ibabasihan natin doon sa reweighing na ginawa namin. So merong difference, may discrepancy ng 1,618.8 kilos.
Nasaan na kaya yung mga yun? Na sinasabing hindi na makita ng mga shabu.